Hi everyone. So in this video we are going to talk about how do we get access code for getting the recordings done on the Karya app for a specific task. Right. So as you could see, that I'm logged in using one of the users demo edit. Essentially, this user will have the edit rights on the specific project that one is working on. Now we also have to select the active project. As you could see, I have already selected the active project demo data 1, on which the user has edit rights, right? So the user could edit the data in this project. Now once you are logged in with your account and you have selected the active project here correctly, then you could go to the Karya Extension dashboard, and on the Karya Extension dashboard you go to manage access code. Inside manage access code you will just simply need to click on get new access code. Now as you will click on this form, you will see that a bunch of options opens up. So you first need to select what you need access code for, and at this point the only option available to users with the edit rights on a specific project is to uh, get access code for data collection using Karya. Now in the task there are, as you could see, 3 tasks. Now what will the access code be used for? Okay. So is it for recording the data, or verify the recorded data, or transcribe the recorded and verified data? So in the first step, of course, we have to record the data. So if you want to use the access code, you want to give the access code to a speaker who would be recording data. Okay? So then you select recording. In the domain, you see there's a list of domains that are there. Now this will depend on the project. If for a specific, whatever list of domains are specified while creating the project, those are the lists that will come here. As you'll see that there are 6 domains here, and those are 6 domains that are working in this project. Now for for each of these domains we'll be collecting data separately, right? And also we generally are expected to have separate questionnaires or separate tasks for collecting data from each of these domains. um, uh, so here you have to specify for which domain the data will be collected using the access code that you will get after filling up this form. So at this point, let's say that I want to collect data from agriculture, and the speaker is an expert in agriculture, so we'll select agriculture. And the speaker to whom this access code will be given, right? The next option is the elicitation method. Again, for this project, the only elicitation method that we have specified is that of narration, but we could of course have other elicitation methods as well specified for a specific project, depending on what kind of what kind of data you want to collect, uh, using what elicitation method, and also depending on what task is available on Karya. Right, so we have created a task for collecting data using narration method, such that the speakers get a question and they answer the question in the form of a narration. So then we select the elicitation method. Narration, of course, we know that there are other elicitation methods that we could be using, for example translation or conversational data or role playing. So this elicitation method is to be selected in a way that the speaker will get this access code. They will get the task which could be done using which is expected to get data using this method of elicitation. The last one is the language in which the data will be recorded. So this is the language that the speakers speak, and this will be the language in which the data is. Again, this list of language will depend on the project. So whatever language we have created the project for, that language will be shown here. So this project was specifically created for collecting data in Hindi, so we could see that the language here is Hindi. Now the second part of the form is about speaker metadata, right? So this is the information about the speaker to whom you would give the access code for recording on the Karya app. So we could start filling up these details, and we'll remember that this needs to be very carefully filled up, because the data will be mapped to this speaker metadata, and all the uh, progress reports, etc., and information related to the data will be based on this, right? So let's call it speaker L, the age group of the speaker in which they belong. So remember that before you come here to get the access code, you need to know to whom this access code will be given. You need to have all the details of that speaker. Then only you will be able to fill up this form and get the access code, right? So since this speaker metadata is extremely important, that's why this needs to be with you before you come here to get the access code. Please do not fill this up randomly, because that will then generate a lot of problems for everybody in the project. So get access to the speakers, get the data from the speakers, and not get data from the speaker, but get their details, right? So get the detail of the speakers, fill up those details here, and then you could uh, get the access code, which you'll be able to give to the speaker. This filling up this form will not take more than a few minutes, but getting this, you will need to do the hard work before coming here. Okay, so let's see. For medium of education, you could actually select multiple languages. If, say, you know the speakers have gotten education, so up to 12. So it says, for example, somebody might have gotten primary education in Bodo, and then secondary and secondary schooling in English, for example. Or you could also add you know the name of those language which is not there in this list that you see here. So for example, Kuluk, you could add Kuluk here, right? After 12th, again you could select the medium of education here. Now other languages that speaker could speak, the languages other than this. So we assume that the speaker knows this language, right? And that's how they are able to uh, get data in this. Now speaker speaks other languages, you could simply add those names here. Here also you could type in you could type in any name that they give to you. Place of recording, I would suggest the name of the village and the name of the district. Both should be included here. Depending on what kind of place this is, it's a town, village, or city, where the data is being recorded, where the speaker lives essentially, right? Uh, that's what you fill up, and then you um, submit this form. You verify this form before submitting, and then you submit this form. As soon as you will submit this form, you will see that in this table of access code, you will get an access code. This access code could be shared only with this speaker. Okay, so this could be shared only with this speaker, because everything else, whatever data that speaker is recording, that will be mapped to these details that you have filled up here. Right, so if you give it some other speaker, then the metadata information would be inaccurate, would be incorrect, right? Now if you want to double check uh, what kind of uh, what all information you filled up, or if you have forgotten, so all the information is not shown here, so you could simply click on this view button, and this will show you the relevant details here, right? And you will also be able to edit those details, etc. And if needed, try not to edit those details. But also this view button will only show you the worker metadata, the what the data is assigned for, etc., and the task for which it was assigned will be shown here in the table itself, and this could not be edited. The only thing that could be edited is the speaker metadata. So you could do a view here if you want. You could try and edit some of the details, and resubmit the form. But but of course, the name and the also remember that the name and the age group, this cannot be edited. So be very careful while filling up these two. All the other details could be, it will be possible to edit all the other details. So once you get this access code, just copy this, share it with your speaker. They'll be able to log into Karya app using this access code, and then they will get the relevant task, which wherein they'll be able to record the data or verify the data, or for whatever task you have given the access code, that they'll be able to do that task. That's it. Thank you very much.